Good morning, Matt Padlow here, and I'm going to be talking about today why Facebook is better than Craigslist, how you can sell on it well, and my experience on it. This is important to anybody who have things laying around their house as a liability and they don't really use anymore, and they could sell and get some extra money, especially in these harder times. Also, it applies to anybody who owns anything. You want to make some money selling your unwanted goods? This is the video for you, so come along for the ride. Facebook Marketplace is clearly better than Craigslist, in my opinion. First of all, it's within an app, within a social media already. Thus, people are more verified. They have pictures, they have profiles that they've had for a long time usually, lots of friends on their page, and you can pretty much tell that it's a real person and that you're messaging a real person. Messenger is number 2. You don't have to give out your phone number. You don't have to give out your email. All you have to do is message the people within the app. If you want to give out your number or some other forms of contact, that is totally up to you. The whole transaction can be done within the app. Number 3, location. It can tell you where the person is. It can give you a map of the general area so you know where they are and where they're posting from, the item that you want to buy, which is nice. And it also gives you really easy to use search distances. So basically you'd say, oh, I am willing to buy an item 60 miles away from me. So then Marketplace makes a circle around where you are on their geolocation and spins around and looks for the items that you are looking for in the search bar within those 60 miles. 4, speed of being able to post. So you're able, because again, it's within a social media app that just about everybody has, whether they use it a lot or not. I don't even use Facebook a lot, but I definitely use it for Marketplace. The speed in which you can post is just unparalleled as to compared to Craigslist. You can just open up the Facebook app, add some information, not even a lot of information about your object, take a picture of it, and it is ready to go. I'm actually going to show you an example of me posting something because I need to sell something on Marketplace. For credibility of using this Facebook Marketplace app, I'm really good at it. Number 1, I sold a lot of dollars worth of stuff on Marketplace. Big items. We're talking RVs, cars, a lot of stuff. It works really well. It also brings pretty qualified buyers to your object as well. And you can like barter within the messenger, so once you get there, there's not like an awkward bartering, which is nice. Oh, also I've bought a lot from Facebook Marketplace. In our little studio that we have right now, our bed and frame was bought on Marketplace. So let me tell you a story. The studio had just finished up the remodel. Elena and I needed a bed that night. I got on Marketplace and I typed in a bed and a mattress near us. There was a guy in our town who had a basically new mattress and bed frame for sale. So we go ahead and show up. It was like for 300 something. I get it for 300 or a little under 300. He had bought it for himself in his place, but then he got married and his wife liked her bed set up instead. So there this guy is. He spent probably a lot of money on this mattress. It is nice. And bed frame. And he has no place to use it. He's selling his house. She wants her bed. And it's just sitting in a little shed, nicely wrapped up though. He did a good job preserving it. There are 2 options this guy can do. He can just give it away to somebody he knows. He can take it to the dump, or he can resell it on an app like Marketplace and get some money from it and put it towards something else. So that's my story of how I got a bed same day that I needed it for a great price. It would have costed thousands to buy this thing new. Our dishwasher that we have was on Marketplace for 30 bucks. The thing still works great. Our kitchen island with wheels was for 50 bucks. That works great. It has a stainless top, by the way. Just the stainless top would be $50. The deals you can find on this thing are insane. I feel like I need to address a middle class issue. If you're middle class, a lot of people are too prideful to buy reused things. Luckily, the millennial generation has kind of been squashing that trend because we have to survive, and we have grown up with not the same well-to-do-ness as our parents and even their parents. So we've learned to be a little bit more scrappy, a bit more price conscious, and penny pinchers, penny savers, especially the area of reused items. Buy used. A lot of the times these things aren't even that used. Oh, and Elena, my beautiful fiance, got a face scrubby thing. I forgot the name of it, but you turn it on and it vibrates and it has little fibers on it and it cleans out your pores. She could put the name of the item right down here on the screen. Thanks, Elena. But anyway, it was brand new. It was never out of the box. So, and it was for like under half the price. That little cosmetic item would be new. People need to stop thinking that only people who are like doing terrible need reused items, or, oh, I'm too prideful to buy something used, I want something new. I don't think that makes any sense. If you can get an awesome item for a screaming deal, do it. I think that it is a waste of money otherwise, but that's just me personally. A lot of people don't like used items, and that's fine, because then it's more for me. Let me address some marketplace don'ts. So firstly, you don't want to be that weirdo on Marketplace who acts like you're under the witness protection program and you don't want to give anybody your address if they want to come purchase or see your item. Especially a lot of the time, people have made up their mind. If they're taking the time out of their day to come see your item, they want your item. If you are not comfortable with people coming to your house or knowing where you live or coming to see you, Marketplace is not the place for you. There's been a couple times where people act really weird about their addresses and not wanting to give them out and all this stuff by selling on Marketplace. And it's like, look, hey, are you going to come to me or am I going to come to you? Because you posted this item, I want to buy your item, let's do this thing. I mean, we're in 2020 here. Basically everybody can find out where anyone lives if they want to hard enough. It really isn't a big deal. Nobody's trying to pull something over on you or be shady. They just want to buy your item. Another key to Marketplace is to get good pictures. Everybody has a decent smartphone that can take a picture nowadays. So make sure you get a good picture, a good angle, the product is cleaned up, and you put a little bit of effort in it to stand out amongst the other bad images. Another thing about Marketplace is the visibility they give your post. People do see your post. You don't have to pay for anything, which is great as far as right now. Eventually you might have to for visibility, but right now visibility is great and a lot of people see it and you can get responses fast if there's people looking for your specific item. So for me as a buyer, the first thing I do when I want to buy something new is I go to used sites, and usually Marketplace, and I look for people in the area selling the thing I want. And then if that doesn't work, I usually end up buying something on Amazon because they have a new used section, which is really nice. Things that sell really good on Marketplace: gym equipment, barbecues, outdoor stuff, camera gear, tech stuff, except phones. I don't see them selling really hot. Clothes do not sell good on Marketplace. It's more a big ticket type items that are for around the house, around the yard, stuff like that. Don't think that you can sell clothes on Marketplace. That is another video, and that app that is Keen will be named in another video to sell clothes on, but Marketplace is not for clothes. I've tried, nothing sells. The only reason I would buy new, honestly, is if it is concerning a return policy that is better if you buy new, or two, financing. If you can get a great interest rate financing and save some cash in the bank, do it. I did it with my camera gear because Best Buy was offering 0% financing for 12 months. How can you say no to that? But I did try extensively to look first for used cameras on Marketplace, which there's a lot of them. They're usually the more basic type, which aren't really that good, to be honest, but there were some good ones. A lot of the time people can want too much for their tech gear, like cameras. They don't understand that like it's not as valuable once it's been used for a while. So let me tell you a story of how I sold axles and an RV on Marketplace in a day. We had a trailer to sell and we got it all cleaned up and nice. I spent like a whole day getting the trailer looking good and cleaned up, fixing anything apparent that was wrong with it that didn't cost too much money. And I had bought a pair of axles in the back from a dealer who gave me them for a really good price. They were used, of course. I buy used 99% of the time. I ended up not using the axles because I wanted to build a tiny house to live in, but different situations happened and I ended up living in a studio instead of a tiny house. So I didn't need the axles anymore. So I ended up selling the axles and the trailer to the same guy in the same day. He didn't have a truck to pull the trailer to his house. So we offered to throw that in for free if he paid full price for the trailer, which he did. And we delivered, and it was great, except he was a bit of a drunk and he would talk a lot. He was a nice old man, maybe just a bit lonely, eccentric, and a drunk. But it was pretty sweet how I got a 2-for-1 deal in that day. So that can happen a lot. Somebody will be over at your place buying something on Marketplace, and then they look over and they're like, oh, is that for sale? Because they see something else in your yard. But it's like just a little club group of people, you know. Facebook Marketplace is kind of like a group of people that are like into buying reused things and finding deals. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Hopefully you will check out Facebook Marketplace and start selling your unused items and making some sweet, sweet cash off of them. I'm going to show you on my phone how to post something on Marketplace. But before I show you this, if you've enjoyed this content, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. I'd appreciate it, and it would help the YouTube algorithm. Today I'm going to be selling a Olympus lens that I got. It's about a $500 lens new. It's a really nice lens. I'm just not too crazy about the color of it and what it does to the image. Photography is very subjective at times, and thus I liked a Lumix lens a lot better. And I want that Lumix lens again. It's about a $300 and something used Lumix lens. So here I am taking a picture of the side of the lens and the top of the lens. I'm giving a couple angles because it's nice for the buyer to see the item in a couple different ways. So now, since I have my 3 images, I'm gonna go to Facebook and I'm gonna go to Marketplace. See, they even have a one button that you can click. So I clicked on Marketplace. I'm gonna click sell. I'm gonna click items. Oh, I didn't even talk about that you can put homes, jobs, and for rent homes on here, which is pretty dope. I've never used those features. I have sold vehicles though, as we've discussed earlier. So I'm gonna click items. I'm gonna add photos of the item. Here they are. All right. 3 of 10 photos. Add more photos with multiple angles to show damage or wear. I don't have to because this lens does not have any damage to it. Title: Olympus 14 to 150 millimeter lens. See, this lens has a nice range, which is nice. Millimeter lens. It's for micro four third cameras. Price: I bought this lens new for $500. I'm gonna probably sell it for $390. Category: phones and accessories, video games. Yep. Computers and electronics. Turlock. Condition: new. Brand: Olympus. So description: I think it's helpful when you tell somebody why you're selling it. So I'm gonna cut and write down why I'm selling this thing, and I'll come back to this in a second. Just finished writing my description of why I'm selling this item. This helps a lot. People get things clearly in their mind as why you're selling it. There's nothing wrong to it. You just want something else. So I said selling this new lens because I want to try a different one, which is true, I do. I bought it a couple months ago for $500 new. Only used a handful of times, has vast range, and gets clear, colorful shots. It's short and sweet, and then I put some product tags, of course, the brand name, lenses, micro four thirds, and then you have the option to list it in groups. I'm gonna list it in the buy and sell and trade group, and then that's it. I'm just gonna publish it. It's publishing, there's a little loading symbol by it. Active. So here is my Olympus lens. They have a little mark as sold button. Once it's sold, you can let people know so they stop messaging you. You can price increase, decrease, add photos like I might have to if the photo doesn't show up. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. You see how quick that is? And now it's for sale. Hopefully this video helps you get the confidence, if you have not sold with Facebook Marketplace, to just do it. It's really easy, it's fun, and it's a great way to earn some extra cash for items that you don't want anymore, or you don't use, or you want to upgrade the item. That's all I have for Matt Monday today. I hope you guys wake up and you're ready to crush this week and you go make some bread. You have a great one, and I will see you later. I was selling an old welder, and this guy came over and he was trying to Jew me down. I said, I'm only gonna let you buy this welder under one circumstance. And he said, what? And I said, you go to my YouTube and smash that like button on this video right now and hit subscribe, and then this welder is yours. And he said, okay.